Hey, it's Shelly Rose May, Art by the Métis Mama, and I am here to share some of my Cedar Spirit dolls with you all today. And I'm not going to go through each of the labels because it would take too long to read them all, but I just wanted to come on and share all the dolls that I made. Because I think, I get a lot of questions about these dolls, and yeah, I just thought I'd make a video on the different ones that I do make. So the first batch I'm going to share is the 7 Sacred Teachings. So this one is Buffalo, which carries the teaching of respect. Okay, we got Elders with the gray hair and white hair in this batch. Each batch that I make is similar in style, but the teachings are different. Okay, and then here's the last one. So I made 6 of each of these ones. I'm just gonna put these ones up here. Okay. The next batch is Beaver, and I absolutely love these ones. I really love how these ones turned out. I love this tree pendant. It's beautiful. I just love everything about it. I love the pinks. I love the sage green color on here. I think it reminds you of sage, which is an important medicine. I think this one has a little tiny bit of glue on her cheek there. I'm just gonna take that off. There we go. Another really pretty one. I just am in love with these ones. Here's a really pretty one with pink hair. And I make all the little medallions myself. Okay. Did I say already that they all come with a teaching? So that you know what you're getting. I think this one I need to slightly fix the hand on. So I'm just going to put that aside so I remember to do that. But all these ones are great. The next one is Eagle. Eagle carries the teaching of love. There's a lot of resources out there in finding teachings. And just know that different tribes have similar but slightly different teachings on the 7 grandfather teachings or sacred teachings. So my culture is Cree and Métis, so I always try to go to the Cree Cree teachings. And I think I got the teachings from Empowering the Spirit. So I really love this fabric. This fabric is by Indigenous Novu. She is a Métis artist. You can find her on Instagram and Facebook. So where's the Eagle? And then the next one, the next batch is Turtle. I really love this one. She looks like a real earth mother. My blanket keeps shifting here. Hang on. Okay. Look at her hair. It's gorgeous. And I just rolled it up, and then I put these silk flowers in her hair. And this one's a paper flower, but look how pretty she is. I just absolutely love her. And then we got this one here. Super cute. There's another elder with gray hair. Mind you, not all elders have gray hair. And you know, you don't have to be old to be considered an elder. Nowadays, we have so many really wise young people being born that are surpassing in terms of the knowledge that they carry, surpassing a lot of elders. I'm not surpassing, that might be the wrong word, but they're the knowledge that they're being born with, the connection that they have to Source, Creator, is so powerful, like so pure and unfiltered, and they're just so tapped in that they're teaching us a lot of things. So I do have to update my buffalo dolls, because the teaching that I put on them was the wrong one by accident. Did I share these ones already? Well, if I didn't, I'm going to share it again. Sorry, if I shared these already, I apologize. I just buffalo. My mind got sidetracked and I lost the order I was going in. So if I share these, you get to see them again. But I don't think I did, but this is my third attempt at making this video, because the first one I was so winded, I was having a hard time staying focused, so I stopped and retried. Then the second one, I kept messing up in my words, so I was just like, yeah, start over. I don't usually take a lot of tries to make videos, but today I'm super tired. So this one is Sasquatch, which carries the teaching of honesty. I really love my Sasquatch. Oh, this one too, the bowl's a little bit loose, so I'm gonna have to reinforce that. That doesn't always happen, but occasionally it does. I use a really strong glue to keep the smudge bowls in place. I use E6000 and it works really, really good. Okay, try to mix up the hair colors. So that's Sasquatch. The next one we got is, can anybody guess? Bear. So bear carries the teaching of courage. And my bear dolls, I always try to give them a little bear nose and some bear ears, just because it gives them a little something extra and gives them, kind of makes them a little bit different than the other ones. And I just think they're really cute with their little bear ears and their bear noses. This one's charm is an actual bear. The wings get a little bit tattered when they're clumped together on the rack I have over here, so I always have to like fiddle with them. But this one has a little bear charm too, super cute. Okay, so that's bear, and that's a teaching of courage. The next one is, the last one of the 7 sacred teachings is wolf. So I bought a whole bunch of charms from the little toy factory in Leslieville, which is about 15 minutes from where I live here in Rocky Mountain House. And they had all these dog print hearts, but on the back it says "Love my dog." So I decided, you know what, I'm going to use those, and I'll just flip it the one way, because you can't see it unless you flip it over, right? And I'll use that for my wolf pendant, and they worked perfectly, and I think they turned out really great. So wolf carries a teaching of humility. Beautiful teaching. I think we all could be a little bit more humble at times. Look how beautiful this one is. This is my favorite color, so I really love how this one turned out. Just gorgeous, just gorgeous. Okay. And this one's got her head slightly tilted. Sometimes that happens when I make these dolls. It's not intentional, it just happens. And I think it looks cute. Okay, so those are all the 7 sacred teachings. Okay, and if you want to read up on them, you can go to Empowering the Spirit. They have them on there, and there's lots of other places you can go to look. So the next batch I'm going to share are, let's do these. Let me see here. Let's go this way. So, well, these ones aren't in batches. These are just random ones I made. So this is Dragonfly Medicine, or Dragonfly Magic. So there's that one. Then I made a couple of the White Buffalo Calf Woman dolls, and these come with a teaching, and I made these little mini pipes because White Buffalo Calf Woman is the one who brought the peace pipe to the Lakota people, and the prophecy of the return of the White Buffalo Calf. And yeah, I just used some sinew and a bead and these little, I don't know what these were, but I got these from the Legacy program. She had a whole bunch of them in her craft supplies, so she gave me a handful, and I thought, yeah, I'll take some because I can use them to make pipes with for when I make these dolls. Here's the other one. Yeah, and I just made a little pipe. So there's those ones. Then I made a couple Soul Artist dolls. So this one has like a sewing theme fabric and a little button charm. And it's got a message about, you know, following your heart and sharing your gifts. And then here's another one. This one has a thread, a spool of thread as a charm. So there's 2 of those ones. What's next here? I got Raven. And this is my own artwork on these dolls. Raven's Beautiful Medicine. Let's see what else we got here. I have 4 ravens, or 3 ravens. Oh, here's the other one. I sold one at the craft fair the other night, so. Okay, so there's 3 of those ones. Then I have a couple, her wings got a little bit there. I hate it when that happens, when the wings get a little bit squished sometimes. They can be fixed, but you have to play with them a little bit. So that's Bloom. This one is Loved. There's another one that says Loved. And that's a Bleeding Heart fabric by Indigenous Nauvoo. Let's see what's next here. Here's another Loved one. And here's another Loved one. So I did 4 of the Loved one because I think that's a great message. I think we all feel unloved at sometimes. Okay, and then we got Grandmother Owl. I thought I had 2 of these Bloom ones, but I think I might only have 1, which is fine. So put that one as, oh wait. Oh, here's the other Bloom one. There, I thought I had 2. Yeah, so there's 2 of those ones. Okay, and then here's the Grandmother Owl dolls. And just one of them is carrying a smudge bowl, and that's the elder one here with the gray hair. I really love how these ones turned out. I made new medallions for these ones. There's 4 of those. And then I got a few grandmother deer. And again, this got a little bit, the wing got a little bit squished there, so I gotta fix that, but there's another one. Here's another one. Sometimes I get tired of using these feathers because, yeah, once they get bent a certain way, sometimes they're hard to fix. You could probably steam it out, but I don't have a steamer. But most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they stay intact. Just once in a while, they get squished when they lay. I try not to lay them on top of each other because then that's when they get squished. I'm doing it right now because I'm making this video, but I usually keep them hung on a rack, which I have here on the side. You can't see it right now, but okay, so the next ones are, so this one just says hi hi, thank you. This is a gratitude doll. So hi hi is something we typically say at the end of a prayer. So I just have one of her. Let's get a couple grandmother moon dolls here. Now, according to many spiritual teachers, our moon was blown up a long time ago. But I don't know if the energetic imprint of Grandmother Moon ever really leaves or not. But she is something that we talk about a lot in Indigenous ways of knowing, is Grandmother Moon and her effects on us. So I thought I would make her anyways, because even though I'm a Course in Miracles student and it's more of non-dualistic teachings, there are a lot of dualistic teachings and Indigenous teachings as well as non-dualistic. And if you don't know what I mean, I apologize. Basically, what I mean is that the teachings can conflict sometimes, which makes it hard for me sometimes when I'm sharing things with people, because I think it confuses people. It confuses me sometimes, but long story short, I want to share these teachings with people because I think it's important foundation to help us understand and get back to some of the traditional teachings, because they were taken away from a lot of people, a lot of tribes. And so now they're coming back and they're being remembered and they're being honored. And this one is 4 directions. So this one's about the medicine wheel. So again, teaching about a little teaching about what 4 directions means in terms of the medicine wheel, but this is a very in-depth teaching. Like, you could not, like, this is nothing. It's kind of like an intro to what I mean by 4 directions, but it is so, there's so much to it. You couldn't touch it in on one little tag. Like, you would need a lot of time to talk about that. Okay, the next one is Strawberry Ceremony. And this one I decided to write the Cree word for ceremony in the heart. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Otimin. Probably butchered that, but I'm still learning. This is me learning. I needed to ask somebody who speaks fluent Cree how to say it properly. I've heard it before, I just can't remember how to say it because I'm not always around people that speak it, so sometimes it's hard. Okay, here's another one with the same Cree word. So this is another way that I teach myself my mom's first language, is to incorporate it into my art so that I can practice and remember and retain. And so when I do have opportunities to connect with fluent speakers, I have some foundation and I can kind of maybe catch words here and there. Oops, I see a little bit of glue that forgot to take off. I'm just going to do that right now. Okay, this one's carrying her little berry bucket. So strawberry ceremony is a name that I came up with to honor the teachings of the strawberry. They say the strawberry is one of the first, or is the first berry that came to us. And it's a very important berry in our teachings. There's another one. Okay, so I did 6 strawberry dolls. The next one is blueberry ceremony. Another important berry in our culture that has sustained us back in the day, and it still does today. I remember blueberry picking when I was a child, and it was an important activity. My mom would freeze blueberries for blueberry pie in the wintertime. She would make blueberry soup, which is basically just wild blueberries with water and sugar. And she'd make bannock, and yeah, she would, we would drink it, like, you could drink it out of a cup, or you could have it in a bowl with a spoon. You could dip your bannock in it. So it's kind of like a really watered down version of blueberry jam. Except it doesn't have pectin or anything like that. It's just wild blueberries and some sugar. And if you wanted to make a healthier version of that, you can just use maple syrup or birch syrup. These little blueberry medallions I made, that's from my artwork. And I use these on here. And this is fabric is from Indigenous Nauvoo again. That Métis artist. I really love her fabric. Like I said, it's just absolutely stunning and gorgeous. Okay, so I made 6 of those ones. Okay, the next ones are, only made 2 of these. So this is from Indigenous Nauvoo, this fabric as well, and it's a salmon fabric. She's from BC, by the way. We don't have salmon here in Alberta, but we do have teachings around salmon in Indigenous cultures in the West Coast. And I've heard of salmon teachings before from other people, so I decided to do a one-time only salmon teaching. Because I don't know if I'll get this fabric again, but look at how beautiful it is. I had to honor it and share the teachings of the salmon. I'll just read this one teaching. The salmon is a very important fish to the Indigenous people of West Coast, and because of the West Coast. And because of that, it is honored and respected. Salmon teaches that no matter how hard life's obstacles can be, through perseverance, strength, and the support of spirit, anything is possible. Keep focused on your vision, because when you reach your goal, it's worth it. It'll be worth it. Salmon go through tremendous barriers to reach their destination. Future generations are brave and resilient as a result of your tenacity. Don't give up. You got this. So that is salmon. Okay. The next 3 are Asagochak, which is a Cree term, which means spirit lights above, in reference to the star people. I learned about that term through Wilfred, who's a Cree elder. He shares a lot of star people teachings. And I talk about these in other videos, so I'm not going to go too much into these, but these are little Pleiadian star seeds. And I just love those ones as well. They're so pretty. Okay, the next ones I'm going to share are these ones here. So these ones are all Kiem. I believe these ones are all Kiem. Let's see. Yeah, so these are all Kiem. Kiem again is another Cree term. Kiem is a Cree language term that is used when you are at peace with yourself and what is going on. When you're in this state, nothing can or will affect you. It's similar to saying let it go because life happens. Things happen that we cannot control, but we can control how we respond, making or breaking our inner peace. Our earth walk is temporary, and it is when we return to the spirit realm that we awaken from the great mystery of life. Don't take life so seriously. It's just a dream. So have fun, laugh, and don't judge. Just smudge, and all will be okay. I just noticed I have a little typo in here, so I'm glad I read that, so I can fix that little typo. So these ones are all Kiem. I really love how pretty they are. Okay, and I'll fix that typo. And then the last batch is all Métis. I call these ones She's Got Métis Spirit. So we got this pretty one with the Louis Ariel sash. I get these from Etchy Boy. And if you want to learn more about the different sashes or order your own sashes, you can go to the Etchy Boy website. And this one here, this one's got a little fiddle on the bottom as a medallion. And there's this one. These ones are the L'Assomption sash, which is a different kind of sash. And there's whole teachings around sashes. Sashes go back to the day of settlers when they first came over. Okay. And you'll often see the medallion in blue and red. So I only had red available because I used up all my blues. So I made all the medallions that I had red on this batch. But I typically do a lot of the blue ones. Like this one has a blue one. This is left over from an old batch. So the Métis, it's from the Métis flag, and they use both colors, and there's different stories on why, so you can look that up too if you want to learn more. But this one has a little Métis sash in the heart, and the Louis Ariel sash here. This one's wearing a deer hide shawl. So there, those are all my Cedar Spirit dolls. Oh, here's another Kiem doll. So that is it. That is all of them. We'll take them off we'll take another quick look at these. She's Got Métis Spirit is the name of these ones. Here's the teaching. She's Got Métis Spirit. And there's two types of Métis, they say. There's Métis whose roots come from the Red River, which is where my roots come from, Red River Settlement in Manitoba. Then there's the generic meaning of Métis, which are people who identify as Métis based on the fact that they just have mixed blood. Their roots don't come from the Red River Settlement. So I put both of those on there. There's the Kiem dolls. This is the other palette dolls here. Oh, this is not supposed to be in the frame. We're going to talk about that in another video. But yeah. And these ones need some fixing. So they're going to get some fixing. Deer medicine. We got all the 7 sacred teachings over here. And there you have it. So these are some of the medicine dolls I make. I always do the 7 sacred teachings. I always do the deer dolls. I always do the star people dolls. The Métis ones, Kiem. Thinking of, like, I won't do the salmon ones again. I just did them because of the fact that I had this gorgeous fabric. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the grandmother moon ones again or not. I always do the 4 directions. I always do Raven and Grandmother Owl. I always do Gratitude and Soul Artist, Bloom and White Buffalo Calf Woman, and Blueberry Ceremony, Strawberry Ceremony, Loved, which is where's the Love dolls? Where did I put them? I don't know, here somewhere. And oh, I got the buffalo ones up here. So anyways, there you have it. Thanks for watching, and I will be back again another day to do more shares on these type of dolls, because I know a lot of people are really curious about them. And so yeah, I'll share more as I make new medicines and create new dolls.